Today I'm celebrating 8 years working as a software engineer at Google, and I can't believe how fast time has gone by. It's been so long that the Google logo actually changed from when I first joined to what it looks like now. If you're new here, my name is John and I started working for Google after graduating from college. They recruited me when I interned for them and I've been working here ever since. Feeling super cozy right now. But I know that the tech industry is in a bit of a rough spot, and I'm not going to pretend like the last few years have not been stressful. But when I look back at my entire career, I'm really happy with what I've been able to accomplish. I've been able to work on projects that have launched, and now my code is running on billions of devices around the world, which is so amazing. I'm actually so glad that I started this YouTube channel and I started vlogging my life and what I do at work, because now I'm able to go back and see what I've been working on, the hardships I've had to overcome, and all the good times too, of course. So today I'm also celebrating hitting 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. And if you aren't, you know what to do. But seriously, no matter what you want to be, whether it's a software engineer or a content creator or both like me, trust me when I say that starting is the hardest part, which is why I'm so happy to announce that Skillshare is the sponsor of today's video. If you want to learn something new or improve on your skills, Skillshare makes it incredibly easy to get started right away with their classes and learning paths. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, offering thousands of classes taught by industry pros. So whether you're into film, illustration, animation, design, productivity, or even entrepreneurship, Skillshare has something for everyone. It's a perfect place to take your skills to the next level. With fall being a season of fresh starts and productivity, now is the best time to dive into learning. For anyone looking to start a YouTube channel, I highly recommend MKBHD's class on YouTube Success. He covers everything from scripting to shooting to editing your videos, so it's perfect for beginners. Skillshare even offers a curated learning path on growing your first YouTube channel with lessons on speaking confidently on camera, creating engaging content, and building an audience. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. Back to the topic of internships, I do want to make a quick announcement that a lot of tech companies, Google included, are now hiring interns for next summer. I made a few videos on my internship experience at Google, but basically I interned there for 3 summers in New York, Mountain View, and Boston, and I had a great time. And I think my internships really paved the way for me working full-time at Google, because I was able to get a feeling for what it's actually like to work at a large tech company. And obviously I liked it if it's my lifestyle and career goals, which is why I'm still here today. Internships in general are something that I highly recommend because you're able to gain a lot of experience. You're able to see what it's like to work at these companies before having to commit full time. And you're also able to build your network, learn new skills. And a common misconception for people that aren't in the tech industry is that, tech internships don't really pay that well, but they do. And I actually talk about that in a video I posted on Instagram and TikTok. I talk about how much money I made across all 3 internships. So feel free to check that out. And if you're eligible to be an intern, I highly recommend checking it out. At least look at the application and be sure to make notes of the deadline so that you don't miss your chance. Today is definitely going to be one of those 2 cups of coffees kind of day. I have one meeting this morning. It's with my mentee. He's a 4th-year computer science major, so he's thinking about graduating, or, which I think is really interesting, he's also considering staying another quarter so that he can get one more internship in before graduating, which I think is a really interesting idea because, as we all know, the tech industry is not in a really good place right now, and it's really hard to get hired. So by delaying his graduation, he's able to fit in another internship, and then also hopefully by the time he does graduate, the job market is a lot better. And there's a lot of things to consider, right? You need to think about how likely is it that you'll land an internship, how likely is it that the job market will actually be better, and is that a risk you're willing to take? And there's also the financial opportunity cost to consider when delaying your career by however long, because you might be leaving money on the table. So lots of things to consider, but I definitely think it is an option that might be beneficial to some people, so I thought I'd share it with you all. So we're going to be doing a technical interview, and I'm going to be the interviewer, and I'll be assessing his skills and giving him feedback on what he did well and what he can improve on. It got chilly all of a sudden, so I thought I'd put on my new work swag. This is the logo for the San Francisco office, and I really like it because it doesn't like scream Google. But if you look closely, it does have the Google colors, which I think is pretty cool, like a little subtle hint. It's super warm, fits really nice. The only thing that would make this even better is if it didn't have this huge Google logo on the side. Now, when I first started my career, I was so happy to rock Google swag. I really wouldn't mind wearing it in public. But now that I'm older, I think I'd rather not people know where I work when I'm walking on the street. So I saw this tutorial online where you can use like a shaver to take off like company patches. So I think I might want to try it. Otherwise, I'll just keep it as an inside sweater, which is really nice and cozy anyways. One thing I really like about the San Francisco office is that they have really good swag and that they put on fun events. So the reason why they gave out this swag is because we had like this huge scavenger hunt all around the city, and basically we ended with a party at the Giant Stadium at Oracle Park, and it was the most fun work event I've been to all year, and maybe even in the past few years, because there's just like so many fun things to do. The lines weren't that long, and you know, it was just a really good time. In the spirit of reflecting on my career, like the first 7 years I was working in Mountain View. First few years I would go in every day, I would go to the events, and then in the middle of my career I started going in less often. I was only there to basically fill my seat, and I wasn't really going to work events just because the commute back to San Francisco was way too long and I just wanted to get home and not be so late, and so I stopped going to work events. But yeah, now that I've been in the San Francisco office for almost a year, I really enjoy it. I also really like the work events because I'm actually able to attend them because, you know, I live and work in the city, so it's just like more convenient. Even though I am the only one in my office from my team, it does get kind of lonely, but I do think the pros outweigh the cons, and I'm really happy with my choice to change offices. So I'm trying to think if I had anything else I wanted to say about moving to San Francisco from Mountain View, and yeah, I can't think of anything. So for lunch, got sandwiches. Lauren picked up some green tea chips, and I got the Matt Cain sandwich, which is ham, salami, mortadella with cheese on Dutch Crunch. This is what it looks like. You want to show yours?
I got the Godfather. It has pastrami and turkey, and then I got a bunch of veggies. I love my pickles.
Back to the basics, been in my face, but I never been basic. Run around bases, came from the basement, never been shameless. So I got stay in the streets, get dangerous, so I might bang it. Don't like hanging, let's see family, please don't claim it. Like what you claiming, what you saying, what you bout and what you need. I'm at the house, ain't at the club. I'm really chilling with my seed. I love my poppy, put me on. I'm really chilling with OGs. Don't test my gangster, think I'm bitch, mate, we gon' fuck
Tryna be here for a
around.
while in a good time, but we ain't stressed out, just good wine. When I look in the mirror, yeah, I look fine. Good people, times, and good wine, good wine.
I just finished a meeting with my team, and one of the things that came up was Amazon's RTO policy, which is where they're telling their employees that they have to be in the office 5 days a week starting January 2025. And I just think that's so wild. After all of the progress we made from working from home these past few years, I would hate to return back to the office 5 days a week. I feel like 3 days a week is really my limit. Like, just going in more than that just seems so much more exhausting. On the days where I really don't feel like going into the office, I beat myself up for not applying to be fully remote when I had the chance, because it was so much easier back then. I didn't need any approvals or anything like that. I honestly, I should have just done it. Unfortunately, you can't go back in time, but we can move forward. And one of the questions is, if Google made us or required us to be in the office 5 days a week, you know, what would we do? Would we stay at the company, or would we start applying elsewhere like a lot of Amazon workers are doing right now? And it's a hard choice to make, right? On one hand, I'm so much more productive at home. I'm able to create my own schedule. I don't have to worry about commuting, getting ready. I can just focus on getting work done, right? On the other hand, I am getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to work, and if my company wants me to be in the office 5 days a week, is it really that bad? You know, like the office has perks like free food, free gym, you know, you get a massage there, yada, yada, yada. It feels hard to complain, right? And I really enjoy my team and the work-life balance that we have. And like, would I be willing to give that up just for the opportunity to work from home? It's like, that's a really hard decision. And, you know, I don't really know how to answer that. If I had to choose right now, I would at least try it. Like 5 days a week, that's what I was doing when I first started my career. And I was commuting from San Francisco to Mountain View, and that's like an hour, hour and a half each way. So sometimes 3 hours in traffic. And now I live and work in San Francisco, so my commute is a lot shorter, which I think would be better. But yeah, I think I would at least try it and see how that goes. But But yeah, that's just my opinion. Some people were saying, you know, they would just apply to another job immediately because they really value being able to work from home, and I totally get that. And I think because Google is my first job out of college, it's my only job out of college, I don't really have anything else to compare it to. And because I did all of my internships at Google, I don't really know what it's like to work at any other tech company. So I think there's a little bit of fear in like wanting to stay 5 days a week versus like trying something new. So I think that plays a role too, but I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. What would you do if you're in that situation? Today was kind of a random video. I just wanted to catch up since I know it's been a while since I last vlogged, but let me know what you think about this short vlog format. If you like it, I'll make more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.